Another Indiana commit here, Sam Alexis, national champion, was just on the Florida Gators, the defending national champs. He played 24 games for Florida, only averaged 12 minutes a game, 4.7 points, and 3.5 rebounds a game. Before this, he played 2 years at Chattanooga, where he was a bigger factor on the court. His best year at Chattanooga as a sophomore, 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks a game. I think this is a guy who can give you some rim protection. He does give you a little shooting. All in all, for his career, he's shot 1.2 3-point attempts per game. And I'm not all that sure why, to be honest, because he's only a 28% 3-point shooter, only a 52% free throw shooter. So, I don't know. Maybe this is something Darren DeVries can either develop or maybe work out. He's a 6'9", 190-pound forward. So maybe that's why he shoots threes. You can't really play him at the five, even though he gives you some weak side rim protection because he's just too small for that. So I don't know. Interesting piece that didn't really factor in late in the season for Florida, but anytime you can get a guy that just won a national championship, I think that's a good ad for a first year head coach. What's your reaction?
Well, can I do a quick little just something here? I just want to make sure. Damn it. He's 6'8"? Can I get a true front court guy that's 6'11"?
This
Please.
counts as a front court guy.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Let's go. Finally.
Now
Like
you
they
can't
they
play him
need
at
to
the
add.
five though. You cannot play him at center.
Okay, out. Out then. Out, out, out. Um, Look, I do think that there is something to be said about Alexis being a guy that, was productive at his previous spot before Florida. He was a pretty sought, if I remember correctly, he was actually pretty sought after in the transfer portal when he came. Did he come out of Chattanooga? Is that what it was?
We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user, use promo code SLEEPERS, get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video. Yeah, he started at Chattanooga.
Yeah,
Correct.
so like there was a lot of schools, vying for his services after he left Chattanooga. Um, I think at minimum you get a guy who's 6'8" and is a really good rebounder. Not a 3-point shooter, not a good free throw shooter. So for people who love watching Umar Ballo shoot free throws, you might feel something again when Sam Alexis shoots free throws. But I do think it's some front court depth that is needed because I think the front court's a little barren right now.
Yeah, I hear that. I think that's a totally fair read. Look, I like the ad just from a positional standpoint. I'm not going to sit here and try and talk you into anything from Sam Alexis's game, or at least his season at Florida, that I think translates. Now, we should note, Cart, like not really cracking it at Florida is not the biggest indictment of you when you're in a front court with Alex Condon and Thomas Haw and Ruben Chinyelu and Micah Hanlogton when he came back.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of really good players across the country that just wouldn't play in that front court. And I think that's what Sam Alexis fell victim to. Now, could he have waited one more year at Florida? Maybe had a bigger role, maybe, or maybe him and Todd Golden mutually were like, "Yeah, this didn't work." That would scare me a little bit. But bottom line is this: as you allude to, DeVries has done nothing in the front court other than Reed Bailey, and Reed Bailey, I think, will be pretty good. But like, I think you've just got to get some other pieces that can at least give you some rim protection, at least give you something in the paint. And Alexis definitely needs to put like strength on, in my opinion. I don't love him floating to the perimeter. I don't really think you want to play him next to like a true center and have him be a floor spacer. But I think defensively, it's a good ad. He's a guy that can block shots and at least mix in, give you another front court body.
Yeah. Also, do you think that Indiana knows that like in the portal you can sort by position?
I think you probably could. Yeah.
Yeah, like I just did it. Like I literally just said I want you to sort by centers, and it just brought up a bunch of centers. There's options.
Well, name some of those options because there's not that many great options, is there?
Yeah, well, this is the thing because they're dragging their Bloomington cheeks. They missed out on hella centers that they could have got.
Yeah, that's not super ideal.
Yeah, so I've gotten to one name that's not the best option, but I think he could be your starting center. Is my dog from Baylor. Don't want to butcher his last name.
Well, I think they reached out there, didn't they?
I thought they did.
Yeah. So you still got options.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just front court's front court. I'm just saying center would be nice.
There's still time. There's
Still
still
time.
time. There's still
Not a
time.
lot.
Congrats to Sam Alexis. Congrats to Darren DeVries. Congrats to Indiana for just collecting like corner puzzle pieces.